You violated my constitutional right. I am coming to see you, bro.
Hey, I hope you are not making a threat against me.
I'm appearing via Zoom, Judge, because it seems a little scary in your courtroom today.
What you're about to see is not just a heated courtroom exchange. It's a full-scale collision between a judge enforcing procedure and a defendant determined to reject the court's authority altogether. Dwight Miller enters this hearing claiming constitutional violations, denying jurisdiction and asserting sovereign-style arguments that courts have shut down for decades. But the real tension here isn't legal theory, it's escalation. Words turn into threats, patience wears thin, and the judge makes it clear. If you want to challenge the system, you do it face to face. Watch closely because every interruption, every refusal, and every warning pushes this case toward a very different outcome than the defendant expects.
Court does call the case People versus Dwight Miller.
National Feltus for the people.
Michael Gaddy, Assistant Public Defender, on behalf of Mr. Miller, Your Honor.
He's still muted.
I believe he is orange pants, white shirt, Judge.
I got it.
Oh, I was just happy I could read it.
Thank you for pointing that out. I figured out where he was. Oh, there he is. Mr. Miller, can you state your name, please?
He may be muted, Judge.
No, he's not muted. Sir, can you state your name?
On and for the record. My name is Dwight Miller. I'm American State National. I'm here to challenge jurisdiction. I'm here on special appearance to establish jurisdiction, bro.
Can we approach, Your Honor?
Your Honor, I need to challenge jurisdiction.
Okay, how are you intending on doing that?
Well, Your Honor, can you show me your how I'm supposed to do this? See, it's certain things I can't remember because y'all got me in here and I don't have access to the law books. But it's okay.
Yeah,
there's certain things you want me to show
your
you?
delegation of power, sir?
Pardon?
Can you show me your delegation of power and your oath of
My
office?
delegation of power.
Yeah,
It came from the people of Washington County that elected me. I have a certification of election in back. You want it?
Mr. Miller, that's your
I would like
attorney.
a copy of your surety bond,
advised-
please, and your oath of office.
My surety bond. I don't
Yes.
have one. I'm insured by the county.
So you don't have one?
And state.
Okay. You don't have a surety bond, huh? So what's your oath?
Mr. Miller, I'd advise not to
wear oath to the Constitution, right? Yes or no?
I'd advise you not to continue this line.
Man, I'm in here. I done got victimized this morning. Are you serious? Can I get a breakout room with my attorney, or my so-called attorney?
So-called attorney? No, he's a very good attorney, and he's not a so-called attorney, and you'll not refer to him that way because as you won't be disrespected, neither will he.
Okay, may I speak with the attorney in a breakout
You
room?
can do that on your own time. He doesn't get a breakout room here because he's live in the courtroom.
Okay. So
what are we doing with this case now that my jurisdiction has been established?
Can we please
okay,
approach, Your Honor?
I'll put the motion in for dismissal because ain't no
Denied.
so-called
This motion for
witness or
dismiss is
victim to
denied. What?
sign
What
a
are we
sworn
doing?
affidavit against me.
Can we please approach, Your Honor?
And not end this? Yeah. Oh. Of course. Yes, you may.
So how's y'all having a conversation without me being there?
Okay. We're back to the record in the Dwight Miller case. What I'm going to do, Counsel, you're requesting an adjournment in this matter.
I am, Your Honor. I, upon information, believe there may be a new case coming. I understand Mr. Miller booked into the
Your
jail
Honor.
at 10 o'clock this morning.
Your Honor.
So I'm asking one
I
thing
object.
about
I object anything she talking about. First and foremost, how is you testifying?
Yeah, what?
First and foremost, Your Honor, I want this charge dismissed, man. At no time given, the lady
I know,
lied.
I heard your motion to dismiss.
Okay,
I denied
listen.
it already.
Listen, Your Honor, under the Constitution, what is it exactly? The maximums of law. If something come from a falsehood. What is that? The first words out this woman's mouth, she lied. She made a story
You're
up
not-
telling us somebody
Okay,
pulled a
this
weapon at her.
woman is
Nobody
an
pulled no
assistant
weapon at her because
prosecutor.
nobody
first
had
of
no
all.
weapon.
I believe he's speaking of the complaining witness, but
Oh, the complaining witness. Oh,
But you-
not Ms.
but
Felton?
Mr. Miller, I would advise you not to say anything more. Given the circumstances, it may be prudent to discuss this matter further and to see there's a couple other things pending as well as.
This moment is critical. When the judge corrects Miller for calling his public defender a so-called attorney, that's not about ego, it's about courtroom control. Judges protect the integrity of the process, and disrespect toward counsel signals instability and noncompliance. Notice how Miller keeps demanding jurisdictional proof and bonds that simply don't apply here. Courts do not have to prove their authority to defendants. Jurisdiction exists by statute, not consent. And here's the danger. Every time Miller keeps talking over advice, he's creating statements that can be used against him later. Let me ask you, if you were facing potential new charges, would you still be arguing theory instead of listening to your lawyer?
New charge they're indicating. This might be something we want to set
No.
over for a week.
No. I'm not worried about no new lies. Look at me. I got beat up this morning, bro. I called Pittsfield police 13 times. I was getting assaulted with motherfucking tasers and shit.
Okay.
I put it on the record. Then all of a sudden they want to switch it up. They make it seem like I'm threatening somebody. I ain't threatening no one.
Okay, but we can't resolve
I
all
never
that today.
threatened no one. The same people
I
that's
know.
making these
Okay.
statements, they all three on felony probation. They got caught.
Okay.
Their house just got
so we
raided.
can't resolve
And then they
that
up here
today.
playing line up on me.
Okay, so look, we can't resolve that today. And I think the best thing to, so that everybody can try to figure out what's going on, is I'm going to adjourn it out a week. Rather than 2 weeks. I'll try to expedite it. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of it all. So,
Your
probable
Honor,
cause conference.
Your Honor,
Probable cause conference will be adjourned to November 6th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond will continue.
And I should correct my statement here, that mag thing we discussed at the event, I think it's just the court is going to. I don't know that it's revolving the court. Okay.
Thank you.
so I just got railroaded, huh?
No, that's not railroaded.
Yeah,
I'll let you know when
because
that
I'm not consenting to none of this. The lady,
Yeah, cut him. I'm done. I'm so done. Is he gone? I feel a cold coming on for this sick. It's like a hairball. I don't know. Court calls case People versus Dwight Miller.
Yeah, Mr. Miller, it's my understanding, Mr. Miller is, Mr. Miller, I don't know what you're showing us, but would you state your name for the record?
American State National. All my rights have been violated. They can't.
Did you
produce a
state your
weapon.
name first?
American State National, man. Your
Okay.
Honor, I've been asking for the whole time, man. There ain't no firearm. There never was a firearm. I was kidnapped. My rights was violated. The lady lied on the scene. She said she called the police, said somebody pointed a firearm at her. Then when the police came on the scene, she made that statement again. And then it was proven, the cameras proved none of that happened.
If you want to try to overtalk me, you can. It's not going to work.
Dwight,
It's not the time for you to try to litigate your case.
Where's the
Dwight,
firearm?
Dwight, just listen. I was just appointed yesterday. Mr. Gaddy gave me the discovery this morning. Why don't we ask for a 2-week adjournment and you and I can talk?
Where's the firearm? Where's the so-called person that's the victim that signed the sworn
Any
affidavit?
objection from the people?
No, Your Honor.
Probable cause conference will be adjourned
I object.
to
I object.
November
I object.
20th.
I object. I object. I don't get
Objections
consent.
noted and denied.
You violated
November
my
20th,
constitutional rights.
2025, 9
I ain't about to
a.m.
write you up. I'm
Bond,
about to send up
bond
a
will
judicial
continue.
review.
And you know what? So
I'm about
let's
to
do
send
it this
judicial
way.
review.
That hearing will be in person. So if
Uh,
you've got
my
something to
back
say, you
messed
can
up.
come right here and say,
My
person.
back messed
Thank
up.
you.
You know
Mute
that.
him.
You know my back messed up.
You're welcome. Court does call the case of the people versus Devontae McFarland.
Good morning, Rob J. Cole on behalf of Mr. Farland. Judge, may we approach?
You are just having a bad day, aren't you? You are.
It's gonna get worse. Judge Slade, can we approach very briefly?
Court does call the case, people versus Dwight Miller.
People.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Rob J. Kilowald calling outside of Judge Slade's courtroom. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Dwight, would you state your name for the record?
I'm American State National. I'm appearing sui juris. You is not my attorney. That's not working for me. We got a whole issue. All my constitutional rights have been violated. I want it on the record. I was arrested by a lie. I want it on the
Okay,
record.
first of all, I'm going to stop this. I directed this defendant to be in this courthouse in
I got a
person,
bad back, sir.
and he is
I
not
got-
here in person.
Sir,
I am not going to sit here and
I got a
listen to
medical
him
issue.
ramble on and on about everything.
Oh, really?
I don't
So you
mind
gonna
hearing
violate
from
my
people, but I
constitutional
tell
right?
you, if you're
You
going
gonna
to say
violate
it
my
all, you're going
constitutional
to say it to my face. Bench
You gonna
warrant
violate
relation
my
for defendant's
constitutional
failure
rights?
to appear. No
I
bond.
am here.
We'll get
I
him
can't.
here.
I got a
Thank
medical
you.
issue.
You
So
can
you gonna
mute
violate
him.
my
Thank you, Mr. Kilowald.
Okay, Judge. Thank you. Judge, if I may say, he does have some medical issues. That being said, all I wanted to do was set it for exam.
Well, when he gets here and graces our doorstep, I'll be more than happy to set it.
All right, I'll bring my constitutional book. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr.
Bye.
Kilowald. Court does call the case. People versus Gary Coward.
Good afternoon,
I
Your
know
Honor.
this. Hey, Simpson, I'm coming to see you, bro. You violated my constitutional right. I am coming to see you, bro.
Hey, I hope you are not making a threat against me, because that's going to cause you a whole bunch of other problems. Get that number. Yeah, I bet you it did log out. Get that number. It will have the full number. We'll go find him. Get the detective bureau on that, please. All right, let's go. You don't
Oh,
want to come
sorry.
up here now, do you? I know. He's just standing there like, man, I just call my name. I'm just up
Do you
here.
want me to contact the detective bureau?
Pardon?
Do we reach out to the DB?
I think he is.
Okay. Yeah.
Your name, sir?
Gary Coward.
And who's representing Mr. Coward? Mr. Burgess?
I am. Sorry, Your Honor. Good morning. Good afternoon. May it please the Honorable Court, David Burgess on behalf of Gary Coward. I'm appearing via Zoom, Judge, because it seems a little scary in your courtroom today. So
Wow. I'm calm.
my client is present, Your Honor. He's raising no constitutional issues, and he is a citizen of the United States.
Thank you.
I'm done, Your Honor. Sorry.
All right, no, you're not. You are just getting started. What are we
Good point.
doing on this case?
Judge, we're still trying to, Mr. Bandis and I were still trying to resolve the matter at the district court level. So I'm still discussing with him. We're just asking for a couple weeks adjournment of the PCC.
Will the 11th work for you? I think you're here anyway on the 11th. I think
I think so.
For you.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Will that work for you?
Yes, sir. Can
All
I
right.
appear at Zoom, please?
Pardon?
Can I
Can
appear
he
at
be
Zoom
a-
at all?
That hasn't worked out for people today. No.
He's messing with you.
If you submit the, talk to your attorney, there's paperwork that needs to be submitted before that can be approved.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
December 11th, 2025, 9 a.m.
All right, thank you.
Bond will continue. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Coward. Appreciate your patience, sir.
This case ultimately isn't about sovereignty or constitutional slogans, it's about compliance. The judge repeatedly offers opportunities, adjournments, counsel, explanations, and time to resolve issues properly. Each refusal narrows those options. When a defendant rejects presence, process, and authority, the court stops negotiating and starts enforcing. That's why this escalates from argument to bench orders and law enforcement involvement. The broader lesson is simple but serious. Courts don't debate belief systems, they document behavior and respond to risk. Once that shift happens, outcomes move fast and rarely in the defendant's favor. If you found this case as shocking as we did, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.